Sunyani. It's about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive from Kumasi, where I've been staying with Pastor Spear and his team there. And I'm here with Pastor Rexford and his wife, Sister Deborah. And we're standing in the church building that Pastor has been in this village for about a year and a half. When he first came out to start the church, there was a school right over here where he was using a schoolroom. And about 6 months ago, you came to this, and God has provided them this great place to meet. It's a lot quieter for them, and it's a little bit more secluded. About 5.5 years ago, Pastor Rexford, maybe a little bit more than that, came to Kumasi from Accra, the capital, for the specific purpose of attending the church there and going to the college that Pastor Spear is running. And he graduated from the college and started working for Pastor Spear in the ministry. And I wanted you to get to meet Pastor Rexford. I'm going to have him speak for just a few minutes. But one thing, I love working with missionaries and national pastors, but one thing that I love even more than that is seeing men who are moving forward with the ministry. And we just came from a property just a few minutes down the road where they purchased a small piece of land, and they're going to soon, I pray, start building a building as the Lord enables them to do that. And so it's exciting to see the progress of their ministry. So Pastor Rexford, I appreciate you giving me the time and allowing me to come and meet you and your family and your one child who's sleeping right now. But why don't you take a few minutes or so and explain to us maybe a little bit about the community, maybe some of the challenges you face, and kind of give us something we can pray for with you as you move forward.
Since we've been here, there is kind of, as you said, there are kind of problems, come a lot of obstacles on our way. And this particular community, if people like to drink, like especially the men, every time we're trying to get them, because our focus is to get young men who will grow up to do the will of God. And my focus is to disciple people. We are not just here to build a bigger church. I know if God gives us that, we are grateful, but our focus is to disciple people. And I thank God, like, you don't have time, like I would have taken you to a lot of people I'm discipling in the house. They have lessons they are doing and all this stuff. They are even waiting to meet you, but because of your time.
Sure.
And so that is what our focus actually is. And now I know God is also coming through, like a guy like Kingsley you met right now. We just met him recently, and I prayed to him, and I left to take class in Kumasi. And his heart was so burdened that he wanted to go out soul winning with me. So when I came back, Kingsley saw me and said, "Pastor, I've been looking for you." And yesterday, going out soul winning, I saw Kingsley has a lot of influence on people. And that's what we are looking for. We're trying to reach all those men and train them how they can grow up to do what God wants them to do. Right. And so our prayer is, I know it's difficult, it's tough time, but I ask that you support us in prayer. And as you said, we also hoping that one day we will build our church, and maybe, the place is very hot, and sure. I know we are here because we are doing the best works, and so, right. But if God provides a place for us and the property, we also like it. So I pray, I hope you guys will help us in prayer in all these areas so that we can reach the hearts of men and also be able to build our church building where people love to serve God more.
He mentioned about discipling people, and when we first pulled into town with Pastor Spear, he said, "Man, there's some ladies that are over in the university that want to meet you." And so we drove over there, and 4 young ladies go to his church, and they're actually from Nigeria. And then from there, as he mentioned, Kingsley was with us, and he mentioned a little bit about Kingsley, how Kingsley's a part of his church. And then we went to see his property, and coming back through this town, I guess, Pastor was pointing out, "Oh, there's another one of our disciples." And it's not just a one-day-a-week church. It's not just come to church on Sunday and live your life. It's people are affected by this ministry. And so I'm encouraged by what I've seen. I've heard a lot of good about him. I'm happy to finally get to meet him and his family. So I wish that you would pray. Maybe the Lord will have you help this gentleman reach his uttermost that oftentimes we never get a chance to see.